Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Adrienne. Hope you guys are doing good today. Today's video is going to be the first in my new little Amazon series. Hope you guys enjoy it. Be sure to like this video and comment down below if you want to see more videos. If you ever have any extra questions or you want to see a video on a specific aspect of Amazon, then let me know and I will do the best that I can. So this video today is going to be sort of the introductory video. I'm going to be talking about applying for the job, going through the hiring process and everything that is involved leading up to you actually getting hired, basically. Okay, so first things first, Amazon DSP driver. So DSP is delivery service provider, which is basically what we are. We deliver your packages as a customer that you order from off of Amazon. So DSP is basically their individual like companies basically that contracts with Amazon to deliver the packages. So it's not Amazon directly necessarily, but as employees, we are still representing Amazon. We still wear our uniform that has the Amazon logo on it, and of course the vans and trucks that we drive have the Amazon logo as well. So we are representing Amazon. Okay, so but each individual DSP operates, you know, by I guess their own individual set of rules. Like I guess they follow certain Amazon rules, but then they also have their own little rules, in-house rules. So every DSP is different. Quick search on YouTube and you'll figure that part out, that every DSP is different. I applied for this job as an Amazon DSP driver online through the EBT app on my phone. It's called Providers now. And I just went in, clicked on some links. You have to upload, I think, your resume and like put in a bunch of other like basic information. And then you pick a time slot that you are available to do an interview. So it'll give you a couple of different options, I think, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or more different options as to when you're available. So I did that and I scheduled my interview. And so I went in to the DSP and it's not really an interview, like it's not one of those things where you show up in like a suit or like business clothing and you know they pull out your resume and they're like, oh, so you were at this job, da 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 da. Why did you leave this job, blah blah. It's not that, right? So basically, and it's funny because when I got to my interview, I was literally like 5 minutes late. And the email said that you were supposed to bring in a resume. Well, I did not have a resume. I don't have a printer at home and I didn't get a chance to print it out before I left. So when I went in there, I was like apologizing and saying, hey, I don't have my resume. And the guy was like, no, it's fine. But again, they don't sit down and go over your resume. They're basically, the interview that I went on is basically a room. I think that's actually their little lunch room or break room. You go in and you sit down at a table. There's like multiple, I guess, employees that are like doing this whole like interview process. So you sit down with one and they basically tell you what the job is like what the job requirements, the hours, the pay. They tell you a little bit about benefits. They kind of go over like, okay, hey, you know this job, you know, so you're gonna be walking a lot. I think you're gonna be walking like up to 12 miles a day. And just making sure that like you know what you're getting into, right? Because I think a lot of people maybe don't quite realize what they're getting into, and that leads to like problems, you know, in the long run. So yeah, it was very informal. I think the email says to dress like sort of business casually. I honestly showed up in like black jeans, like solid black jeans, no rips or anything, and a sweater, just like a basic casual sweater. And closed-toed shoes. They do want you to wear closed-toed shoes, and I think that's because that's what you're gonna be wearing on the job anyway, so just kind of go ahead and get into that. But you actually get a credit for shoes, but I'll talk about that later. So anyway, show up, they sit down with you, explain all the, you know, ins and outs pretty much of the job, make sure you're aware, blah blah blah, you still want to move forward, and then they go ahead and like they get you to download this app on your phone. It's called Amazon Flex. So actually no, I created an email. He had me create a separate email because I needed to do that for the Amazon Flex app. So I created a separate email. Then I had to log into, I actually had to uninstall my the regular Amazon app because of course, you know, I'm a customer. So he was like, uninstall that And then I uploaded the Amazon Flex. I downloaded Amazon Flex and created my email account and got that all set up. They'll walk you through like all of these little steps. So you have to get your Flex set up. And then once you do that, it sends you like instructions for setting up your work Amazon account. This is stuff that you're gonna use like later on as you're doing your job, right? So you do all of that, and they basically just kind of tell you like, okay, the next steps as to, you know, what you're going to be doing. Once you get all of that done, you have to have a license. So you have to upload your license. I should have mentioned that. So the requirements for this job, for the driver now, the DSP driver, you have to be 21 or older, and you have to obviously have a license. They do a license and a background check. So, and I'm not sure, I don't have anything like on my license or on my background. So I don't know exactly what the, you know, stipulations are as far as like, can you have a misdemeanor? Can you have a felony? Blah, blah, blah. But I would assume you can't have anything serious up there. But again, that's something that you have to ask either as you're filling out the application initially, or if you get through the application process, then, and if you have anything up there, then I'm sure they'll ask you about it like in your actual interview. So, but yeah, you have to have a license and a background check. And those things will take, I think the license check came back in like 24 hours, but then the background check took a little bit longer. It's all done electronically. So once those, I think it took maybe 4 days for that to come back. In the meantime, after that, you go in and you take a drug test. So there's a little like clinic, I guess like a walk-in clinic that's nearby me that they had me show up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, you actually have between like 8 to 5, I think. So I just went up there like as soon as they opened. And it's a typical drug test. You pee in a cup, give it to them, and you sign the paperwork, and then that's it. And so once that comes back, then they have you come in, or they schedule you for training. Training, I'm actually gonna get into in a separate video because I don't wanna make this like a ridiculously long video. I wanna give it to you in like short little spurts. The training is virtual, so you can do it from home. The day one, you can do from home. But anyway, back to the whole interview applying part. So the base pay is $16.50 because of the bonuses, I guess, that they have. Like, so if you work the full week, like you work your full shift without like calling out or anything like that, then you get I want to say it's like an extra $40 or $50, which adds up to like an extra $1. So then your pay is increased to like $17.50. So that's why the guy was explaining it to me, like basically as long as you show up and do your shift, then you're making $17.50 an hour. I will be working 10-hour shifts, so I'll be working from 10 to 10 basically. And unlike some DSPs I've heard of where like if you finish early, you get to go home and you get like your full 10-hour pay. Well, this DSP is not like that. Like, so you have to work 10 hours to get paid for 10 hours. So I'll be showing up at the station or whatever it's called. What is it called? The warehouse. I'll be showing up there at 10 o'clock on the days that I work. And the schedule is pretty flexible. Like, so when I went in today, they let you actually like choose. So you have like 3 different options. So you can work like full 4 days. Oh, I should have mentioned that. So the scheduling, so you're working 10-hour days, 4 days a week. So 40 hours a week, standard. And then if you want to work overtime, you can work overtime. But I think it's up to a certain number of hours. I can't really remember right off the top of my head. But yeah, 40 hours a week, that's like your standard, your base. And then again, if you want to work overtime, you can. So as far as scheduling, they give you like 3 different options. So I want to say you can work like the 4 days straight, which is what I'll be doing, or you can kind of break it up and work like 2 or 3 days and then take a day off and then finish out your week that way. So I'm gonna be working 4 days straight. If for some reason something comes up and you want to change your schedule, my DSP said that, you know, I just have to come to them and talk to them about it, and we can, you know, work on that then. I am really looking forward to 4 days straight because, you know, I want to be able to have a longer period of time off. Like I don't want to have to stop and then start up again. Like no, I want to have 3 days off. And then too, I think it'll be good. Like if I want to travel, then I'll be able to have, you know, a nice little 3-day like mini vacay, right? So looking forward to that. And I think that is it. Obviously, if you're going to take this job, like any job, you have to take it seriously, right? Like it's not just going to be a cakewalk, but you're going to be doing a lot of walking. You're going to be in and out of your truck, or your van, I should say. You're going to be in and out of your van. You're going to be carrying packages. I want to say the packages go up to either 50 or 60 pounds, something like that. But you have a dolly, which is the hand truck, so that helps out. I know some people wear like the braces for their back just to protect their back, and they teach you, like in training, they teach you all the different ways to, as far as lifting, because of course, you know, there's a right way and a wrong way to lift packages or anything really, because you can hurt yourself if you're not careful. So you know, working 10 hours a day, but have a 4-day work week. I know it's gonna be physically intense, and I'm actually looking forward to that part. Y'all know that I have been trying to get on my fitness journey, so I feel like this is gonna be a really good jump start as far as helping me to do that. Like a lot of people are saying like that they've dropped a lot of weight when they started, because you know, you're doing a lot of walking, and you know, you're not like sitting still, you're constantly moving and bending and, you know, picking up and lifting and walking and all kinds of stuff. So that part I'm actually looking forward to. I'm looking forward to being able to lose some of these lbs. I am super excited, looking forward to starting this job. Actually, I went today and picked up my uniform, which is some of the stuff that you see behind me. I'm going to show this in another video. I'm going to be recording like 2 or 3 videos today. So that's why I have that stuff behind me. But yeah, I'm really excited about this job. I'm excited about being active. I feel like the last time that I was really active was when I was in grad school. Like that's when I was doing like a lot of walking. I live right close to campus, so I was walking to campus every day, and I miss that. My body definitely misses that. So I know it's gonna be tough initially, but I'm looking forward to getting my muscles moving and getting my bones moving again. So anyway, I think that is all for right now. So I'm gonna leave it right there for this video. Let me know if you guys have any other questions pertaining to what I talked about today, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.